Welcome to online classes of Sri Venkateswara College of Arts and Science, Biotechnology students. This is KVR Narasimha Rao, lecturer in statistics, wants to explain Unit 3 of elective paper of third year students named Biostatistics, Bioinformatics and IPRS. First of all, we have to define univariate data and bivariate data. The data relating to only one variable is called univariate data. Example, the heights of a class of students is a univariate data. The temperature of a 10 patients is a univariate data. These are the two examples for univariate data. Next one is bivariate data. The data relating to two variables or two measurements is called bivariate data. Example, the sugar level and BP of 10 patients is a bivariate data. In this case, we have to identify two measurements for this, each person can be measured. So it is called a bivariate data. Next one is correlation. If the change in one variable affects the change in the other variable, then the two variables are said to be related. That is technically called correlation. For example, if height increases, weight also increases. And the supply increases, price decreases. These are the relation between the two variables. In a bivariate data, if the change in one variable in one direction affects the other variable in the same direction or in opposite direction. If the change in one variable, correlations are of three types. One is positive correlation, second one is negative correlation, and third one is uncorrelation. First one is positive correlation. If the change in one variable in one direction affects the change in the other variable also in the same direction, then the two variables are said to be positively or directly correlated. Example, the height and weight are positively correlated variables. And the smoking and lung infection are positively correlated variables. Another that is negative correlation. If the change in one variable affects the other variable in opposite direction, then the two variables are said to be negatively correlated or diversely correlated or inversely correlated. Example, supply and price are negatively correlated variables. Utilization of medicines and decrease of disease are negatively correlated variables. Another is uncorrelation. If the change in one variable in any direction does not affect the other variable in any direction, then the two variables are said to be uncorrelated. In real life, generally uncorrelated variables are not observed. And next one is perfect correlation. If the change in one variable affects a proportionate change in the other variable, then the two variables are said to be perfectly correlated. These perfect correlations are again two types: positive perfect correlation and negative perfect correlation. If the change in one variable in one direction affects the proportionate change in the other variable also in the same direction, then the two variables are positively perfectly correlated variables. If the change in one, next negative perfect correlation. If the change in one variable in one direction affects proportionate change in the other variable in opposite direction, then the two variables are said to be negatively perfectly correlated. The correlation can be determined by scatter diagram and Carl Pearson's coefficient method and Spearman's correlation method. First one is scatter diagram. The diagrammatical representation of bivariate data by choosing one variable on x-axis, other variable on y-axis and identifying the points by dots or stars is called scatter diagram. Scatter diagram is the simplest way of representing the correlation between the two variables. Hence, the diagrammatic representation of identifying the data by dot star stars by choosing one variable on horizontal axis and the other variable on vertical axis is called scatter diagram. The scatter diagram can give an idea about the amount of correlation between the two variables. The correlation is the diagram of dot star stars identified by a circle, by a wheel, and all the points lie in a wheel and the wheel hanging in the air, then the two variables are said to be uncorrelated. If the wheel falls towards x-axis, then the correlation between the two variables is positive. That is greater than zero correlation. If the wheel falls towards vertical axis, then the correlation between the two variables is negative, that is less than zero. If all the points lie on a straight line and the straight line passing through origin, then the correlation between the two variables is +1. If all the variables lie on a straight line and the straight line intersect both the coordinate axes, that is x-axis and y-axis are intersected by the line, then the correlation between the two variables is -1. So, and this scatter diagram can give an idea about the correlation, uncorrelation, +1, -1 and zero correlations only. And this scatter diagram cannot give the idea about the amount of correlation between the two variables when greater than 0 and less than 0. That is, in perfect correlation, we cannot identify the amount of correlation between the two variables. So this is the main design. This method also fails when the number of observations is too large. It cannot give the correct picture. Next one is Carl Pearson's method of correlation. If x comma y are two variables having means x bar comma y bar, that is one variable x having observations x1, x2, etc. xn and y having observation y1, y2, etc. yn, then mean of x is x bar is equal to 1 by small n sigma xi. Mean of y is y bar is equal to 1 by small n sigma yi. Variance of x sigma square x is equal to 1 by n sigma xi minus x bar whole square. Variance of y sigma square y is equal to 1 by small n sigma yi minus y bar whole square. Covariance between the two variables is COVXY is equal to 1 by n small n sigma xi minus x bar into yi minus y bar. Then Carl Pearson defined a coefficient between the two variables called Carl Pearson's coefficient of correlation between x comma y is denoted by RXY. R is small r is equal to covariance xy by square root of variance x into variance y. This is the Carl Pearson correlation coefficient. Hence, a correlation is otherwise called linear relationship between the two variables. For computing Carl Pearson correlation coefficient, three assumptions are there. First assumption is the observations are linearly related. Second assumption is each of the two variables are affected by so many contributory causes which affects in an erratic fashion. These are the two assumptions underlying for computing the Carl Pearson correlation coefficient. The properties of Carl Pearson correlation coefficient. Carl Pearson correlation coefficient always lies between -1 and +1. And for independent variables, Carl Pearson correlation coefficient is 0. And Rxy is same as Ryx. The correlation coefficient between x and y is same as correlation coefficient between y and x. Carl Pearson correlation coefficient cannot be used when the observations are not measured quantitatively. Then another method which is used to find correlation, that is Spearman rank correlation coefficient. When the observations are not given quantitatively, but they may be given qualitatively, namely ranks are only available instead of marks. Then we can compute correlation between the two variables is called Spearman rank correlation coefficient. If xi is a rank of ith observation, rank of first observation in the subject, first subject, and yi is the rank of second observation in the ith subject, then di, small di is equal to xi minus yi. Then Spearman rank correlation coefficient between the variables is rho is equal to 1 by small n, sorry, Spearman rank correlation coefficient is sigma. Spearman rank correlation coefficient is 1 minus 6 sigma di square by n into n square minus 1, where di is xi minus yi, is the difference between ranks of an observation in both subjects, and di square is the square of the deviations between the ranks. This properties of Spearman rank correlation coefficient. Carl Pearson correlation coefficient is used only for quantitative data. Spearman correlation coefficient is used for qualitative as well as quantitative data. Spearman rank correlation coefficient also lies between -1 and +1. The average, next one is regression concept. In a bivariate data, the average relation between two variables in a bivariate data is called regression. Regression means stepping back towards average. Regression analysis was developed by Galton in genetic theory, and it was later applied to many fields. In the regression